Don't touch my mom. Meg bloodshot eyes as Tom Bower expose her and Doria dark past to the gutter press. Even royalty has suffered through embarrassing moments. Duchess of Sussex Meghan Markle recalled a humbling moment when she was a teen, discussing visits to Korean spas with her mother, Doria Ragland, on her Archetypes podcast. It's a very humbling experience for a girl going through puberty because you enter a room with women from ages 9 to maybe 90, all walking around naked and waiting to get a body scrub on one of these tables that are all lined up in a row, Meghan, 41, explained in the podcast, adding all she wanted was a bathing suit. Once I was over that adolescent embarrassment, my mom and we would go upstairs, we would sit in a room and we would have a steaming bowl of the most delicious noodles. The episode's release Tuesday morning marks the end of a 4-week break for the Royals' Spotify podcast, which was put on pause following the death of Queen Elizabeth II on September 8. Meghan was joined by journalist Lisa Ling and comedian Margaret Cho on the podcast, where they discussed the lack of Asian representation in the media. Cho, 53, spoke of the Dragon Lady trope, saying it constantly affects Asian and Asian American women. Because we can't just be beautiful. We have to have, like it has to come at a cost, and it's kind of like, evil queen adjacent. But it's also so pinned to this idea that Asianness is an inherent threat, the actress and comedian said on the podcast. Cho said she never saw Asian people on the TV shows and movies she watched, admitting it made her feel invisible at times. I never felt seen anywhere. And then later, I guess, I started to go into silent films, and I started to realize, oh, this is actually like an archetype, this archetype of the Dragon Lady, she continued. CNN host Ling, 49, said she pursued broadcast journalism due to the lack of Asian representation online. Growing up, it's the only path that I thought was available to me. I was someone who grew up in a broken home, she explained. My parents were divorced when I was 7, and the television was always on in my home. It was like my favorite babysitter. And I used to have these fantasies of being part of it somehow, because I thought, if I can get on TV, maybe I will have a better life one day. But no one looked remotely like me on TV except for Connie Chung. The Duchess also spoke of her love for learning about other cultures, and said she loved growing up in Los Angeles and being exposed to different cultures, which was what initially led her and her mom to start visiting Korean spas. LA is full of culture that you could see, feel, hear and taste on a daily basis, she said, adding that she had a real love of getting to know other cultures. My weekends were spent in Little Tokyo, or having iced teas in Thai Town, or sitting with my friend Christina Wong and her parents at a local Chinese restaurant, she recalled. I remember this so vividly, and them teaching me why chow fun with dry noodles was so much better than chow fun with wet noodles. In other news, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry biography containing accounts from insiders who have never spoken before is due for release on July 21, 2022. Notorious author Tom Bower's book, Revenge, Meghan, Harry and the War Between the Windsors, has been described as one the Duchess will be dreading. In his interviews, Tom claimed Meghan trampled on all those others on the way and added that, the victims are keen to talk and they have spoken. Publicity material reads, Tom Bower, Britain's leading investigative biographer, unpicks the tangled web surrounding the Sussexes and their relationship with the royal family. From courtroom dramas to courtier politics, using extensive research, expert sourcing and interviews from insiders who have never spoken before, this book uncovers an astonishing story of love, betrayal, secrets and revenge. Tom is famous in the UK for biographies that are relentlessly critical of their subjects, including one on Prince Charles, titled Rebel Prince, The Power, Passion and Defiance of Prince Charles in 2018. The writer reportedly spent 12 months gathering information and speaking to both friends and enemies of Meghan, although has not worked with the Duchess herself. Bower, who has been described as pulling no punches previously, said that it will tell the truth upon its release next week. In 2021, Prince Harry unleashed a tsunami of fear in royal circles by revealing he was to release a tell-all book. There are speculations that the Duke of Sussex may drop more explosive truth bombs in the book, although a release date for the memoir has not yet been revealed. State